All right, friends, super happy to be here with you once again. I don't have breakfast on my table. The reason is because my wife, Dr. Janina, invited me out for breakfast. So she said, I'm going to go to the gym. When I come back, get ready. I'm going to take you out for breakfast. So that is pretty awesome. Of course, I say yes. So that's why I have no breakfast to share with you. But before I go out the door, I wanted to take a couple minutes to come here with you and be here for breakfast with Sergio. So my friends, really quickly, I want to talk to you about the Emerging Artist Blueprint. Now, what is that? That's a webinar that we created, both my wife, Dr. Janina, and I, for emerging artists. So if you're an emerging artist and you have not taken that webinar yet, I want to invite you to come and check it out. Sign up, because it's a super cool, amazing webinar where, we talk a lot about, where you are in your art career, looking at analyzing you as an artist, where you are in your art career right now if you're an emerging artist, and what is the next step that makes sense for you. What's the next step that you need to take, to move forward. Now, what is an emerging artist? Well, an emerging artist is not necessarily an artist at 25, 28 years old. And you can be 25, 28, be an emerging artist, or you can be 75 years old and be an emerging artist. An emerging artist to me is, or at least how we describe it, is how you feel in the inside. If you feel that, you're starting your career, maybe because you are starting your career literally, or maybe because you've been at it and then maybe you stopped, you took a break, and now you're getting back to it. So you are an emerging artist. Maybe you're struggling in the middle and you don't know exactly what to do next. Well, that's also an emerging artist, right? Because you're trying to emerge once again. Maybe some of you had a great start, and maybe you had a family or a job or something else, and now you're trying to get back to it. So that's an emerging artist. Or maybe it could be that for you, you have a full-time job and you've been doing art on the side, and now, you want to kind of devote more time to your art and be more professional about it. So, that also qualifies you as an emerging artist. So if that's you, my friend, if that's you, I invite you to the Emerging Artist Blueprint webinar, which in the Blueprint, we talk about a lot of things. It's a super, super awesome webinar in which we talk, for example, about how to overcome your mindset blocks. Mindset blocks that sometimes prevent you from taking action. So Dr. Janina is super good at that. That's a topic that she has talked about here in Breakfast with Sergio before. How to overcome those mindset blocks, those voices inside of you that said, oh no, you cannot do this, oh it's too hard, oh it's not possible, how are you gonna pay the bills, all these voices that are inside of you preventing you from taking action. So she talks a lot about that inside the webinar. And definitely, if that's something that you're struggling with, you gotta come, you gotta check it out. For example, we also talk about creating art. As you create art, building your body of work, right? How to build a body of work that has consistency, which for emerging artists sometimes that's very difficult, right? Because they want to be in many different places, do many different things, have curiosity, and that's important. But how to then build a consistent body of work. What exactly is a consistent body of work? So something that I talk about in the webinar very extensively. So again, if that's something that you're struggling with, check it out. It's really, really good. Another thing that we talk about in the webinar is how to find and create opportunities, right? How do you as an artist find and create new opportunities, right? What are the elements that you use in order to create those opportunities? How to connect with a network of like-minded people, for example. And finally, in the webinar, we also talk about how to grow your audience, right? Because in order to sell art, right, if you want to sell art on your own, there's multiple ways of selling art. You can sell art through a gallery, then the gallery represents you and sells your work. That's one way. Another way is you actually sell it directly to the public, right? In that case, you need to have an audience. You may have the most beautiful artwork, but if you don't have an audience to show it to, that's why sales are not happening, right? So you need to be able to grow your audience. So in the webinar, we talk about that, how to do it, how to get started, how to grow that audience so that it connects with you and connects with your art. So my friend, if that's you, in any of these things I just mentioned kind of fit where you are right now, how you feel about yourself or about your art, I really invite you to come and check out this webinar. It's called the Emerging Artist Webinar. And the cool thing is a webinar that we do live. It's not pre-recorded. It's live every week. And we're super excited because we have such an amazing time in the webinar. We meet artists from around the world, literally from around the world, that come live to the webinar. And we welcome you, and it's super cool. It's very interactive. You get to interact with us, and it's so awesome, so amazing. It's one of my highlights of the week, just going online and going live with my wife and engaging with our community from around the world. So if you have not experienced that, you gotta come to the Emerging Artist Blueprint webinar. It's totally free, super cool. Like I said, we're doing it every week right now, and every week it gets better because we tweak it, we adjust it, we learn new things, and we make it better and better. And you better sign up soon so you can experience the webinar, live webinar with us. So if you want to do that, my friend, before I head out the door, if you want to sign up for the webinar, all you gotta do is go to www.theartistnextlevel.com/emerging blueprint. Again, www.theartistnextlevel.com/emerging blueprint. I know it's kind of long, and if you have hard time typing that stuff up, I'm gonna give you an easy way to get in. Just message me. Just send me a message. If you are in Instagram, just send me a direct message and just message the word yes. If I get the word yes, that means you want the link. So I'll copy the link and I'll send you the link. So all you got to do is just click on it and sign up. So if you are on Instagram, just message me directly the word yes. If you are on Facebook, again, just message me the word yes. Just go to the messenger, message me right here on the page where I'm posting this video. Just click on my name, wherever you see it, and message me the word yes. That's all you gotta do. Just put the word yes, and I will reply to you with a direct link to the webinar. And that's a great way in which you can sign up, be part of it, and having a great time in the webinar with us. So thanks, my friends. I gotta run out the door to have a great breakfast. So I hope you have a great and amazing, beautiful day. I will see you hopefully inside of the Emerging Artist Blueprint webinar. Goodbye.